We often believe that trauma comes from what happens to us: loss, violence, fear, pain. But what if some wounds are created not by what we suffer, but by what we are forced to choose? Sophie's Choice isn't really about war. It's about one of the deepest injuries the human mind can experience: moral injury. Sophie survives the unimaginable, but survival isn't the end of her suffering, because one impossible decision continues living inside her long after the moment has passed. Psychology tells us that some experiences don't only break our sense of safety, they break our sense of who we are. When people are forced to act against their deepest values, or believe they have failed those values, the result can become a wound that guilt alone cannot explain. That is why Sophie's Choice feels so devastating. The tragedy isn't only what Sophie lost, it's that no future can erase the question she must carry forever. The film quietly asks a question that reaches far beyond one war. Who do you become after making a choice no human being should ever have to make? Perhaps healing doesn't begin when the memory fades. Perhaps it begins when we recognize that some wounds were never created by weakness, but by impossible circumstances. Because the deepest scars are not always left by violence. Sometimes they are left by the unbearable weight of surviving. The greatest stories don't just entertain us, they help us understand ourselves. Frame of mind, see beyond the story,